In this video, we're going to be talking about 2 games that will help us improve our mindset and our mentality with respect to money, to identify if we have any deep inbuilt negative beliefs around acquiring or receiving wealth, and to overall increase the flow of abundance into our lives. So let's get started. Hi and welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. And if you're new here, my name is Jayasri Nagrale and this is Lightious, a place where we talk about spirituality, self-improvement, growth, self-development, and all such beautiful things. You're welcome to subscribe and to join us. In one of my last videos, I have spoken about the role of subconscious beliefs and how a negative belief around money can totally sabotage a person's life. And even if he or she is saying affirmations, even if he or she is reading books, practicing the law of attraction, if there are any inherent subconscious negative beliefs around becoming wealthy, if there is any fear-based beliefs, these beliefs will make sure that the person does not gain the wealth that he wants to. Zeno, come here. Come here, Zeno. You're such a good girl, Zeno. Okay, so that was my puppy Zen. Around a week or so back, I was reading this book, Life Lessons Mastering the Law of Attraction. Basically, it's a part of the Chicken Soup for Soul series, and this book has a lot of stories on how people use defining successes in their lives to attracting the health, wealth, abundance, love, relationships, basically anything that they want to attract. And in one of the stories, there was this one story in which I read about a lady whose business was completely falling apart and whose company was running into losses, and all of the employees were being laid off, and overall the whole atmosphere was of fear, of loss, of anxiety, and all those not so good stuff. So what she ended up doing was to play a prosperity game. And this is the first game that we're going to be talking about. So here's how it goes. So you start with a piece of paper, either online or offline, and choose an amount that you feel is good. So it should not be, don't start with a financial amount that is very teeny tiny, and don't start with something that is huge and that you feel completely unattainable. So start with something that would surprise you and that would make you happy, that when you receive that into your bank accounts. You start with $500, and the game is so that every day you get a deposit of a certain amount in your bank account, in your imaginary virtual bank account, and you have to spend whatever comes in that day. You have to spend it within that day itself. So if you get a deposit of $500 in the morning, by evening or by nightfall, you have to spend the whole $500. And so tomorrow morning, there's going to be another deposit of $500 plus, say, 50%, or you can just double it, say 500 plus 500, that is $1,000. So that day you have to go ahead and spend virtually, not really, you have to virtually go ahead and spend those $1,000. I write the date, day 1, $500, and below that I write down a list of things that I would do with those $500. I do not have any restrictions whatsoever in how you want to spend it. Just go with what you're feeling. It is very important to trust what you're feeling inside and to write that down on a paper. So do not judge yourself. Do not judge what you want. So if you want to go and blow those $500 on a beautiful purse, then so be it. Again, because all this is happening virtually, we're not going to spend any money, so that's all fine. During the first 3 to 4 days when you are playing this game, I encourage you to pay a very close attention to the thought process that's going on in your mind, to the chatter that your mind or your ego brings forth. I started with 20,000 rupees as the first deposit, and then I was surprised at where I wanted to spend it. So one of my house help is expecting, and the first thing that I wanted to do was to buy her some prenatals and multivitamin pills and fruits and all that. I'm like a huge stationery crazy person, so I also wanted to spend on paints and canvases and cute stationery and all that. So when I was doing this, and when I was writing down that I'm going to buy canvases and paints and watercolors for 5,000 rupees, so there was a voice in my head that was telling, you don't need those. You really don't need those. It's not there's no need to spend money. This little voice was actually my negative beliefs, what my subconsciously programmed negative beliefs was sounding like. So in the first 2-3 days, I discovered that I have issues with spending on myself, with giving myself treats. Like, it's very easy for me to spend on my house help, on my puppy, on household items, but when it comes to spending on myself, I kind of take a step back and think if it is really needed, or if I should not do that and probably save this money. So playing this helped me realize those deep-seated negative beliefs, those beliefs against spending on myself. Over the course of next few days, I did work it out. I am in the process of trying out various processes, various methods of rewriting negative beliefs. Let me know if you want a video on that as well. This game has really helped me uncover at least 2 to 3 major negative beliefs that I had around receiving wealth, and especially around spending. And the other advantage of playing this game, apart from figuring out your negative beliefs, is also the practice of getting into a mindset of having enough. So if you come from a place of having enough, if you come from a place of giving and exchanging money from a place of having enough, the universe will reflect that in your life. So very soon you will discover that you are in situations where you are easily accepting, easily receiving new sources of income, and you're as easily giving away for other people's services, and you're paying bills with ease and happiness. So that was the first game. It's called the prosperity game. You can name it anything you want, but it is the process of starting with a number that you're comfortable with, that you feel is good enough, and then depositing that into every morning, depositing that into your virtual bank account, and making sure that you virtually spend every last penny of that amount on anything you want. And pay close attention to what your brain is telling you when you are spending that, because that is the place where you are going to discover and going to uncover those negative beliefs that you have. And it is very important to rewrite these. So the second game that I have is a real game. I played it on my Android phone. It's called The Adventure Capitalist, and the icon looks something like this. I'm going to link it. A little side note, this is not a promoted video in any way. The Adventure Capitalist team has not endorsed or has not asked me to make a video about them. They don't even know I'm talking about them. So this is a game that I personally played and liked, and the shifts in my mindset were so obvious and were so fast. Like the next day itself, I was talking to my husband in terms of thousands of dollars. Oh, I have $1 trillion in my bank account. $500 is like, okay, I think we can do it. So that changed my mindset around money, and that actually went well. How the game goes is, we start with $0, and we start with a lemonade stand, and we start earning money by making and selling lemonades. And once you make enough money, you move on to the next item, which I think is a newspaper route. So basically, yeah. So if you are a business person, or if you are interested in creating a business of your own, this is actually a good game to play. It shows you how you can use money from one resource to build and buy other resources, and vice versa. Yeah, so do check out this game. It's called The Adventure Capitalist. So these are the two games that I have personally played, and the first one, that is the prosperity game, has helped me identify negative beliefs around receiving and around spending, especially for myself. And the second game has loosened the strings a bit, has helped me imagine those many numbers in my bank account. So it does not feel impossible anymore for me. So yeah, I do hope that you give these two games a try, especially the first one, because unless you clean up that clutter, it's just not going to help. You cannot pour tea in a filled cup. You need to empty that cup and then pour in all the goodness that you want to receive. So I hope this video has been helpful. Do leave me a comment to say how you have enjoyed these games, or if you do play anything that is related to money and mindset, and if anything else has helped you. So until next time, make a wonderful day ahead. Bye bye.